My name is Ayodeji Ogunsusi. Let me start from the outset that it's a cherished privilege to be given the opportunity to be part of this program that affords nostalgic recollection of the good old days, because they were indeed good compared with what majorly is obtainable nowadays. And I furthermore fervently choose to be part of this program not only to eulogize those days with nostalgia, but to draw an appeal to our senses of commitment, responsibility, service and sacrifice. These combinations were the catalysts that brought those enjoyable good old days and are still relevant to restoring them for the benefit and growth of our family, neighborhood, community and society. I've been following the stories and narrations of those who have been privileged to be on this program. Indeed, those days were memorable. I generally don't have a different family, neighborhood or communal setting from theirs. I was born in a family of 7, which included my father, mother, and 5 children. Ibadan was my birthplace. And to be honest and candid, I'm not ready to trade my childhood with another experience. After all, that's what's making me having positive reminiscences of those times. However, in the late 60s and early 70s, my dad, being a banker, was occasionally experiencing transfers from Ile-Ife to Ibadan, to Ilorin, to Jeba, to Mokwa, to Kano and to Yola before exiting the banking industry. This gave my siblings and I the Northern Nigeria experience. To be honest, it still remains a bewilderment to me how Northern Nigeria in particular has descended to its current low in terms of security. Although with the vestigial presence of its religious affinities and affiliations, a clear convivial relationship with other persons, peoples or ethnic group was laid out, which engendered peaceful coexistence among everyone living there that time. From the Fura de Nunu, the locally skimmed cow milk, to fried Doya, which is yam, to trips to Bagauda Lake Resort, peace and tranquility were endless. I remember making a journey in the night from Adeja to Kano with my mom and other siblings. The driver was just cruising, with no fear of any form of negative encounter, howsoever called or described. Such venture couldn't be embarked upon in these present perilous times without some harrowing stories to tell. Let me regale you with some specifics. Most trips to and from Ibadan back then were done in the night, either by car, most times in my father's, or by bus, that is the bus known as Midwest Lines in those days, or by train. You take off late in the afternoon at about 2 to 3 p.m., travel all night and get to your destination early in the morning, latest 7 a.m. And we are doing this together regularly as a family with no qualms or inhibitions. Can such be embarked upon nowadays? Furthermore, on a particular day in 1972 or 73, my adventurous elder brother deliberately made us to miss the car that usually come to pick us from school, just because he wanted to have the tour of the town and to show my mom he knows his way home. Come and see trekking. Meanwhile, a frantic search party was quickly raised and was lucky to discover us where I laid with exhaustion while my brothers were trying to carry me. Of course, I was the youngest and the smallest. In this age and time where insecurity is rife, isn't that another opportunity for evil to manifest itself? Or when I shared my afternoon meal with a madman in quotes regularly for about 4 days before my mother discovered, screamed, beat the living daylights out of me before she broke down crying too. I will collect a second spoon, take it to him and we both eat from the same plate. I chose my examples more to emphasize that absence of security automatically leads to losses in other sectors of the society. Unfortunately, we allow it to fester and the current Nigerian situation becomes a sorry one, which is not beyond redemption. The good old days are episodes as conceptualized and concretized can and should serve as a springboard for a new beginning. No. A return, a reverse to what had begun before the detour. I and many others that have come or yet to come, we have done our bits or will still do our bits. But the goal is for the collective to act as a catalyst, to bring back the good old days, only if we allow our nostalgia and reminiscences stir in us the resolve to restore them. And so shall it be. Let the work begin. I therefore join Sir Shemo Ribadijo in this collective drive towards a greater tomorrow. Thank you.